You know what's fascinating about civic leadership? It's not what people think it is.
Exactly. I think when most people hear civic leadership, they picture boardrooms, they picture partnership agreements being signed, or the mayor cutting a ribbon. But the real transformation is happening in places you'd never expect.
Yeah, like that lecturer in Leeds who shaped their entire curriculum around local creative industry challenges, or the community engagement officer in Reading who connected his students with the police and local authority in true equitable partnership.
And these might not be people with the word leader in their job titles, but they're absolutely leading change. They're just doing it from where they are.
Yeah, we've connected with hundreds of practitioners across England through our NCIA programme, and there's this pattern that we just keep seeing.
It's people working in what we call the in-between spaces, between academic excellence and community need, between policy and practice, between what is and what could be.
And they often feel quite isolated, like they're the only one trying to translate university research into something that actually helps their local community tackle climate change or youth unemployment.
Or they're brilliant at building partnerships, but they don't see themselves as leaders because they're not the ones making those big strategic decisions at the top level.
But here's what we've learned. Civic leadership isn't about your position in the hierarchy. It's about your ability to see connections, build trust, and help different worlds understand each other.
Think about how university actually works in its place. Yes, there are sometimes the big strategic partnerships, the formal agreements, but underneath that, there's this incredible web of relationships.
The student volunteering coordinator who's actually running the most effective mentoring program in their area, the project officer who always thinks local first when procuring resources.
That researcher who spends as much time in community centres as in laboratories, making sure their work on air quality actually helps residents campaign for change.
Yeah, this is civic infrastructure, and it needs civic leaders who understand how to navigate complexity, how to translate between different languages, academic language, policy language, and community language.
And the best thing is, these skills can be developed. This isn't about having a particular personality type or being born with certain talents.
Which brings us to why we've created the Civic Leadership Module, because we kept meeting incredibly capable people who didn't quite see themselves as leaders yet.
The module isn't just another training course that tells you how to write better emails or to run more efficient meetings. It's built around the real challenges that civic practitioners face every day.
Like understanding your local ecosystem. Who are the players? Where's the power? Where are the opportunities for change?
Or learning how to measure impact in ways that matter both to university senior leaders and to community partners. That's genuinely difficult work.
We've organised it around what we call the 7 terrains: place, people, partnership, purpose, practice, process, and policy. But it's not just academic theory. Every bit of learning comes from real examples of people doing this work.
Take partnership, for instance. We don't just talk about collaboration in abstract terms. We show the actual tools that Queen Mary University of London developed to navigate power dynamics with community organisations.
Here's who this module is really for. If you've ever been in a meeting where someone said, we should do something about this, and you thought, we actually could do something about this.
If you've ever been frustrated that your university's incredible resources and expertise, but somehow none of that translates into the change that your community actually needs.
If you're already doing civic work, but you want to do it more strategically, more effectively, more sustainably.
Or if you're not doing civic work yet, but you look at your role, whether you're in estates, student services, or research support, or even academic teaching, and you can see the potential for civic impact.
The module starts where you are on your journey now, whether you're in a new role or an experienced civic professional.
Because civic leadership happens at every level, and the movement needs your leadership wherever you are.
What excites me most about this work is that we're not just training individual leaders, we're building a community of practice across the country.
Every person who develops their civic leadership capacity makes it easier for the next person. Every successful partnership creates a template that others could adapt. Every small innovation creates a larger transformation.
Universities are already civic institutions, whether they recognise it or not. They're employers, purchasers, educators, research centres, cultural venues. The question isn't whether they have civic impact, it's whether that impact is intentional and beneficial.
The Civic Leadership Module is for anyone ready to make that impact more intentional, ready to lead the change they want to see in their place.
Ready to discover the civic leader you already are.